Apple Gift Card is a practical gift that unlocks a world of entertainment and fun. You can send it via email or give a physical card to your loved ones. Your friends and family can spend it on their favorite Apple services, including Apple subscriptions. Apple Gift Card can be used to buy all things Apple: products, accessories, apps, games, movies, TV shows, iCloud Plus, and more. Visit apple.com for details and to send Apple Gift Cards to your friends and family this holiday season.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to overall answer a question and pretty much get people's priorities straight in a situation like this, men and women, because women shouldn't want this and men shouldn't do this. But anyways, the question is, should a man spend $1,000 on his date on the first date? Or should a man spend $1,000 on the woman on the first date? Because I seen this post. So I seen this post from this Instagram model that I follow, and it was in her story thing, and she was overall saying how a man should spend minimum $1,000 on her on the first shopping date. And then she followed it up by saying, "I said what I said." You said absolutely nothing. That is not registering in my head. I will not, and I guess that's just, me overall losing chances with some women out there, but I don't know you like that to spend $1,000 on the first day. So are you spending $1,000? So if that's the case, I'm like, oh, okay, so if that's you spending $1,000 on me and I'm spending $1,000 on you on the first shopping date, then I'm fine with that. As long as I'm not out here, spending unwanted or unnecessary amounts of money. But I'm like, I don't know you like that to be spending that much money on you. So I'm like, I would have to know you for like some years or something. We would have to be honestly thinking about marriage if I'm spending $1,000 on you on any date. First, second, third, I don't care what date it is. We gonna have to get married after I ain't spent $1,000 on you first date. And that's something. And I feel like that should be something that's up to the guy, not up to the girl. To this Instagram model that posted that, she's let's just say she is she got an OnlyFans account, and I would imagine that some people would overall know what she does on this OnlyFans account. So my thing is I feel like that there's some women out there in this world, you done let money get to your head a little bit too much, to the point where you want other people to spend unnecessary amounts of money on you when they're already doing it with your little OnlyFans thing. That's some silly stuff. It is. I'm like, I will never ever in my life spend $1,000. And like I said, that might potentially be ruining the chances for some women out there. But I'm like, you know what? Hey, you brought that on yourself by coming to me with some stuff like that. I don't know you like that to spend that much money on you. So I personally feel like that there's some women out there, they be taking that daddy stuff a little bit too seriously. I'm not your father. So, and even if I was your father, I would still have to have a legitimate reason on why I'm spending $1,000 on you. It better be Christmas, your birthday, a wedding gift. It better be something where it's going to make sense. But if it's freaking August 21st, 2020, there ain't no special holidays today. It ain't your birthday. It ain't the president's birthday. Who honestly would care? But if there ain't no special occasion, you're not getting $1,000 out of me on the first date. I'm sorry. If there ain't no strong feelings between the both of us, you ain't getting $1,000 out of me on the first date. So sorry, but at the same time, I'm not really sorry. But why is there women out there that think like that? It's kind of messed up for the guy, because the guy, if he's really interested in you, this dude got some deep feelings for you, and he's out here doing stuff like that, then let's say you decide, after you spend $1,000 on me, you want to break up with me. That's the type of stuff that would make a person go crazy, because I know I definitely would have lost my mind. I would have been so disappointed within myself because I did some stuff like that. I spent $1,000 on you for literally no reason. No reason at all. I feel like, definitely women like that, they don't really care about a love life. That's why I'm like, if you want $1,000 out of somebody, you better go contact sugar daddy or something. One of those guys that's like, oh, I got $1,000 to spare. But if you're talking to your average person like myself, I'm not doing that. I go based off of the logic of the dad from Everybody Hates Chris. Like, I definitely would come up with every reason on what I can do with $1,000. Like, for $1,000, I could get new parts for my gaming PC. For $1,000, I could get both the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X when they come out. And with some video games, I could get me a new phone. Although my phone is already nice, I have the iPhone 11 and it's a pretty decent phone. But if I wanted to, I could go out and get me a new phone. I could get me if they decide to come out with some if Beats by Dre decides to come out with some Studio Pros, I could go out and get me those. What other things can I get for $1,000? I could get me some other self-lacing shoes. I could get probably a good like 9 to 10 pairs of Jordans. Then if the Jordans are on sale, I can very well probably get 11 or 12 maybe. I could get me some Air Forces. I could get me some Adidas shoes because I hadn't picked up a pair of Adidas shoes in a while. I could go and get me some Yeezys. I felt like, yeah, there's like some Yeezys out there. You go on StockX, there's a lot of Yeezys out there that cost under $1,000. The ones that I got was under $1,000. So I could go get me a couple of pair of Yeezys. What else can I get? Like, I could go to Disneyland. I could go take me a round trip to somewhere, go on a little vacation. What else? Get me some new outfits. I could get me a lifetime supply of Red Bull. I'm saying there are a lot of things that I can do with $1,000. I could get the Battle Pass on Call of Duty, the Battle Pass on Fortnite, the Battle Pass on Apex Legends. The list goes on. The list goes on. I'm telling you right now, I will not spend $1,000 on you first date, and I don't know you like that. So if I made myself clear on that, okay, then I don't think I feel like I need to go on anymore. But I'm looking around. I'm like, I could get me some Fiji water. I could go out, get me some groceries. I could go out and get me I could do a lot of stuff with $1,000. All right, I could go and put a down payment on a car for $1,000. I'm saying, like, there's a lot of things that you can do, and to go on a little shopping date with you so I can spend $1,000. No, I do not know you like that. I'm sorry, but I'm like, you gonna have to. My thing is like, if I had to work my way up to go out on a date with you, and then to get to this point, you gonna have to work up to me spending $1,000 on you. All right, this ain't gonna be like a one-handed relationship. No, both hands is going to be involved. Okay. I usually would say, like, things is rated E for everybody, but like, nah, this relationship is rated 2 for the both of us. Yeah, that makes sense. So anyway, yeah, it ain't rated 1 for just one person, then whatever the other person, what they provide to the relationship. Like, and some stuff like that, you better be like madly in love with me. Like, you better be hyping me up, gassing me up, defending me on any situation for $1,000 on the first. Then after that, I'm like, what do you expect after? At that point, I'm like, yeah, we done dating. We're like, or not. Well, I mean, like, not ending off the whole dating phase, but at that point, I'm like, yeah, most likely a relationship would start. But I'm like, yeah, that whole like me going out on dates and stuff. There, after that, I'm like, oh, I don't have no other reason to go out on a date. We could just start the relationship process and just see where we go from there. But don't expect nothing. I'm like, yeah, my thing is like, don't expect nothing for your birthday or Christmas. I definitely would tell her, if I spent $1,000 on the girl first date, I'm like, and I'm at where I'm at in life right now, I'm like, yeah, don't expect nothing for Christmas or your birthday. I'm like, for $1,000, doing some stuff like that, I better be getting some stuff for my birthday and Christmas. Because I'm saying, like, yeah, you are a wild person if you think I'm going to be doing some stuff like that. But anyways, yeah, I just personally believe like women like that are gold diggers. They don't really necessarily care for the relationship. They only just care with I guess like the money situation in a relationship. Overall, what can you buy me as we're in this relationship? But yeah, this girl that I'm following that made that post, I don't think I don't think she's ever really dated a broke. She actually dated Trippie Redd. She dated Trippie Redd like in the start of his career, She dated him. I think who else? I feel like she's also she's yeah. This girl, she only really cares about. Overall, what I was trying to get at was that I hadn't seen her date nobody that was broke. So yeah, there's any broke guys out there. You definitely ain't got no chances with her. I'm sorry, but yeah, I personally just don't think that you should be like just talking to the guys right now. I personally believe that you shouldn't be with a woman like that, where it's like they expect you to do some things like that, and I'm like you know, like what I've done said from like numerous times throughout this episode. I don't know you like that to be overall like the trust. My thing is like you gotta build trust. You gotta build like a good standing relationship. Like this relationship plans on going somewhere. You know, like at that point, I'm like, I didn't spend that. I'm like, we better be thinking of like a family and marriage and a lifetime with each other and things. Like I'm doing that much, but if not, and we still in that dating phase, like yeah, if we ain't married or none of that, I feel like yeah, if you're married, then okay, yeah, you know, you want to go out and like get your wife, not your dates, your wife. You want to go out and get your wife something nice. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Go out get her something that's worth $20,000. Yeah, for my wife, oh, I'll go above and beyond for her. That's my wife. I have no choice but to. That's what I'm supposed like, you know, as a husband, I feel like that's something that you're supposed to do. You gotta go above and beyond for her. But if we are in the dating phase, if we are even in a relationship, it will take a lot out of me to spend $1,000 on you. Like I honestly would have to dream. I would have to actually see. Like it would have to be the most clearest vision of my whole life that I know that you're going to be the woman I spend the rest of my life with. But if not, I don't see any potential in this relationship, and it's kind of like up in the air. It's a 50-50 chance of whether this relationship is going to work out or not. Yeah, you ain't getting $1,000 out of me. So I hope all men out there realize that, from sugar daddies to broke dudes to average dudes, you know, like dudes that's just, yeah, you know, all dudes in general. Because I'm like, yeah, you should not be spending $1,000 on a woman. And to see a post like that, you shouldn't even be thinking about spending like, oh, that's how I can get with her? Oh, okay, cool. No, a woman like that where she's worth, and there's been women that I've talked to, money has never been brought up in the conversation. And shout out to all of those women that I've ever talked to, and money was never brought up in the situation. I'm telling you that right now. I'm like, it's stuff like that. I'm like, yo, you guys need to get your priorities straight. Y'all really need to get like an eye-opening, you know, something. I can't think of the words right now, but your eyes need to be open, because you blindly going into that relationship. Because honestly, you do that, you spend $1,000 on her that one time, you're gonna have to be doing that. Then it's going to even get worse when you guys get like, if you guys do get married and you know have a you know, y'all like, or in a relationship then get married and stuff. I feel like in a situation like that where you made that first impression on the first date and then she's with it, yeah, you definitely gonna have to like prove yourself each and every time. And personally, me, I'm like, nah, I ain't got that time. I don't. Time is not on my side with this one. So yeah, I definitely I don't agree with that statement. I don't approve of it. And if honestly though, if there's a guy that I knew that did some stuff like that, I would talk to him and be like, yo, is this the one? Like, is this the one? Do you see yourself spending the rest of your life with this woman? Because if not, you shouldn't have done that. Because if she can text you, she can call you, be like the relationship is over. She could be sleeping with a dude on the side. I personally feel like a woman like that, you cannot trust. I'm sorry, but you can't trust her. If she's expecting you to spend that much money on her first date, you can't trust her. You can't, not at all. And to any women out there, like, yes, he can. Like, he can. No, he cannot. I'm like, at that point, you've reached, if I've done that for you, you have reached a part in me that nobody has reached before, therefore cannot trust you. And I'm like, you have, like, yeah, you've done something to my brain. That's why I'll be all like, yeah, we are in a get out situation. I've been quoting Kanye and been like, yeah, we are in a get out situation. Because I don't know what mind control that you just pulled on me to where it allowed me to just drop $1,000 on you. I'm like, nah. Like, and then to the girl that did post that, Like I think I did. I don't know if because I did two takes of this episode. I can't remember if I said in the first take or in this take, but she does have like an OnlyFans. So she, yeah, she only, she's doing it for the money. It's like if that stuff was free, then it's like, oh, okay. But yeah, it's like you gotta obviously like pay for that stuff, the OnlyFans thing. Then I heard that she used to be a stripper. She, yeah, I think she posted about that. I seen that a while ago. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, then it all makes sense. Like she's worked in her field, like not okay. Field might have been too soon. She ain't black, but I'm like, I just feel like that's kind of messed up saying somebody that worked in the field. But they worked in the job line of where money was literally being thrown at her. Even with this OnlyFans stuff, like money is literally virtually it's being thrown at you. So I'm like, yeah, you only care about the money. You don't care about the relationship, the guy, none of that. None of that. So that's what I'm like, yeah, I personally, I wouldn't want to be in a relationship like that. There have been women that I've talked to where, like, money is just, we can both be equal with our money. She buys me things, I'll buy her things. If she goes above and beyond for me, I'm going to go above and beyond for her. That's overall, I feel like that's, like, y'all do that, but it ain't like something like competitive to where it's like, oh, she got me a Mustang, so I gotta go out and get her a Bugatti, and then she gotta go out and get me a spaceship, and I gotta go out and get her a planet, and then she gotta go out and get me a galaxy, and then she's like contacting God and then having it where I can like create a whole area for my, like it ain't some stuff like that. Like, she gets me a something small, I get her something small, she give me something big, I get her something big. Then just, back and forth. And at the end of the day, we can still love one another. And then if it comes to a point in time where we can't even do that, I still want that same energy of love to be there and not, it's gone, like, because, oh, we ain't spending money on each other and stuff. Like, at the end of the day, money, material stuff, all of that means nothing. It means nothing. I guess, yeah, in today's world, in today's society, it does mean something. You have to have money. You have to have material things. You have to have that stuff on you at all times. But you gotta sit down and think about it. There was cavemen out here meeting cave women. The only thing that they had was tiger meat and freaking big logs to, to overall show like, oh yeah, I'm this big, powerful, whatever you caveman, whatever you want to call it and things. But as of my point that I was trying to make, like, material things I guess was there, but the money stuff wasn't like there. They ain't cared about money. And I feel like that women, y'all shouldn't really, because I feel like that's overall going to ruin the relationship. You're not going to have any successful relationships if you're only worried about the money. And I remember I did an episode, or not episode, but I did a reaction video where I was overall like talking. It was like this like hour long. It's like the last like hour long reaction video that I did, but it was from this YouTube channel named Cruise Season. And the girl in there was kind of like speaking on that, like, how like a guy needs to have money and stuff and all of that. My thing is, it's like, or that's what she was overall saying. She was saying like a guy needs to be making double of what she's making. And I'm like, no, I'm making around the same, maybe a little bit more or a little bit less. But I'm not going to aim for the biggest and baddest job out there just so I can impress you. Whatever job I'm comfortable with and what I love, y'all better accept that. If not, not the relationship for me. Not the relationship for me. So, yeah, I encourage people, find somebody that's overall going to support you on whatever. Find somebody that's definitely going to be there for you throughout whenever, wherever, in your worst days, your best days. Find somebody that can do that. But if you end up finding somebody that's only going to be there for you when you get a paycheck, or for when you have some extra money sitting around, or you just got a lot of money sitting around or something, and that's the only time that they talk to you. And they even talked on that in that movie Lottery Ticket. How there's the there's a girl. I'm using like all these like crazy examples and stuff. Freaking a Bow Wow movie. That's what I'm using as an example. But it's a good example because so Bow Wow, he ends up winning like millions of dollars through this lottery ticket. And before he won that, he was trying to talk with this girl, and the girl handed him some dog doo-doo. And then as soon as he went around like the area that they lived at, that he had like all this money, that's when she was trying to get in bed with them. She was trying to have sex with him. She was trying to, like, have it where she ends up having a kid by him and stuff, and then he has no choice but to be there in her life and things. So yeah, it's people like that. Stay away from them. But somebody where then there is a girl that actually just cares. She would have dated him prior before the money, and she would have dated him after the money, and it would have been the same form of relationship. It ain't gonna change because you have all of this money now. So yeah, and then that's the type of person that you need to be with in life. But somebody that's all like, oh, they got $50,000. Let me just talk to this highly, because my thing is like, okay, you do that. Think about it, ladies. You do that. The guy spends $1,000 on you first date, but then he ends up being crazy. He ends up being an abuser. He ends up being a psychopath or a stalker. Like, y'all, and that could be anybody. That can literally be anybody. But do you think a guy that can do that much for you, he spends $1,000 on you for the first date and things, you think nothing is wrong with him? Something gotta be wrong with him. That dude's going to be seriously a psychopath. You're going to be asleep, and this man is going to be hanging upside down above your guys' bed looking at you, talking about you take exactly 582 breaths every night. And he was like, but this night you did it differently. You took a longer breath, and it only made it to 581. Like some guys like that. I know people are all like, bro, how you come up with something like that? Have you done that? No, I have not done that. But I've thought of it. No, I'm playing. But anyways, but no, I'm saying though, like, jokes aside, like, no, there's going to be something wrong with a guy like that where he could just go out and do that, because at that point he's going to think that he owns you. Like, you pretty much put a price on. I feel like a lady like that, like, where you are like, oh, you guys spent $1,000 on me first date, that's pretty much you're saying that is my price. Buy me. And then you're going to be like, oh, I don't want to be a part of the relationship no more. I don't want to be a part. No, that man, he done spent $1,000 on you. It's like, not to make it like, sound all weird and messed up, but in a way, you are his property. So I'm saying, ladies, do not put no price on your head, because that's how guys are going to think. Where they're like, oh, and guys shouldn't think like that, but there's going to be guys out there that do think like that. So I'm saying, like, be careful. Don't put no prices on your head. Overall, just whatever guy you meet, if he's a good guy, keep that guy in your life. But if he's a bad guy, you obviously know what you need to do. All right, join the dojo and just tear that man apart. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe. It is very, very helpful. And if you are purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And if you are buying any gear from Vecilo, make sure you guys use my coupon code TMossBoss, and then we'll knock 10% off of your next purchase. And I also did create an ad for Vecilo, so you guys can go check that out on my main YouTube channel, TMossBoss. And it'll have a referral link that you can click on, and it'll take you straight to the website. So, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.